My name is Barry Libert. I'm the chairman and CEO of AI Matters, and we're an AI firm that seeks to both replace and substitute traditional strategy consulting with machines. So the way I think about it is just like I'm an ex-consultant from McKinsey and my partner's from Bain. Just like we are, and I still remain a consultant to boards around the world. Like I was on the NIIT board, right, in India. Just like I'm a consultant to boards around the world and still do that. I also realized that in the last 35 years since I left McKinsey, 34 years, wow. Since I left McKinsey, that there has been a big transition to supplementing consulting with software. And that created huge firms like Salesforce and Microsoft and Oracle and SAP, you name it, lots of software for things that consultants used to do. But that didn't mean that consultants went away. It just meant that tools were available and people to produce a solution for clients. Now, for the fourth industrial revolution, you're about to see, and this is, I think, a more difficult one for consultants to grasp, you're about to see something extraordinary, which is machines can learn now. And that's different than software. Machines learning means they're now in direct competition with consultants for a piece of the pie. So my real conclusion is, I don't know whether or not machines replace people. I don't think so. I'm a very big optimist on everything. So I think it's going to be machines and software and people. But I do think people need to think about that as a new competitor on the horizon. Microsoft, they're on something like 2.5 billion desktops, just like the way Google is and Apple is and Facebook. So if you think about those big companies, right, Amazon, those companies already know that the power of machines is the way they scale personalized solutions, whether it be advertising or product offerings or human interactions, you name it. Those people are thinking about how to use machines to scale you and me without hiring more people. And my view is now you're going to start seeing firms in every industry realize that the only way forward is to build machine capabilities. And that has a huge issue. Consultants now, for the first time, have to build, my view, one person's view, is they have to build machine capabilities, not just support and use other people's capabilities, build their own machine learning capabilities to make sure they're in business a decade from now. I think that, and I have large consultant clients, right? Massive boards of the consulting big four, right? It's like our clients, the big public companies, Accenture, Infosys. Those companies are all thinking the same question. So my view is you have to play in all three horizons. The three horizons are: one, keep doing what you're doing, sell consulting services. But the problem with that is one can only do 2,200 billable hours a year. Machines work all day long. They don't need a break. They don't need personal time off. They don't need lunch. They don't need dinner. They don't need breakfast. They're just happy to work all day long, right? So one, you should keep doing what you're doing. Two, you do have to get to the point of understanding the gig economy, right? And it means you need to understand how to be a platform company as well, which means in the United States, we have a company called Upwork, which has got like 400,000 people all virtualized. You don't need to be in India anymore to provide services to America. You can be a gig worker here in America and provide at the same cost as we used to outsource. Now we can crowdsource here in America.
So it's the right sourcing concept. I agree with you. Go ahead. Sorry.
No problem. And number three is you have to understand the machine economy. And that is the AI and machine economy. And I think good consultants have to begin to become masters of all three horizons. Being good at one is going to be guaranteed that you will not be around tomorrow. Gig economy is less expensive, which includes part of software, and the machine economy is coming whether we like it or not. So for the technologists, the people who can write code, the people who are the technocrats, right? Those people have to think more and more, how do I use technology to help companies and leaders make these very hard decisions? So the reason we started with AI for strategies, I'm an ex-strategist, right? So I think, how do I use technology for insight and execution? Not just RPA, which is cost savings, which is robotic process automation. How do I use it at the front end? Analytics, decision-making, insight creation. How do I become important to the business decision maker? And for the executor, the consultant, Their question is, how do I use this technology not just to help the person or the client make a hard decision, but integrate it into their daily activities? That's a change management. That's a behavioral activity. That means they have to be comfortable with it, not resist it. And so much. Have a great day and a great event.